Hello, I'm Christopher from Learnry. In this video, we'll be taking a look at some best practices in the Python programming language. So by the end of this video, you will know everything that has to do with observing some Python best practices that will make your code much nicer, more readable and reusable. Now let's start with best practice number 1. So best practice number 1 is to always comment your code. Now it might seem unnecessary at first, but trust me, you want to comment your code as best as possible. So what happens when you return to one of your projects months later only to find that you can't easily remember what your line of thinking was? Or what if one of your colleagues needs to revise your code? So always comment important sections of your code. Now best practice number 2 is to properly name variables. So conventionally, variable names should be written with lowercase letters and the words in them separated by the underscore characters. Also, I generally do not recommend using one-letter variable names in your code. Again, using meaningful and easy to distinguish variable names helps other programmers a lot when they want to understand your code. Now, best practice number 3 is to use blank lines. So let's say you want to separate code blocks visually. For example, say you have a 100-line Python script in which you have 10 to 12 blocks that belong together. You can use a blank line or even multiple blank lines because it won't affect the result of your script. Now, best practice number 4 is to use white spaces around operators and assignments. So for cleaner code, it is worth using spaces around your equal signs and your mathematical and comparison operators. So if you don't use white spaces, your code will run anyway, but again, the cleaner the code, the easier to read and reuse it. Now let's talk about best practice number 5. So best practice number 5 is to stay consistent. So one of the most important rules observed when coding is to always stay consistent. Even if you follow the above rules, in specific situations, you will have to create your own. Either way, make sure you are using these rules consistently. Ideally, you have to create Python scripts that you can open 6 months later without any trouble understanding them. So if you randomly change your formatting rules and naming conventions, you will create an unnecessary headache for yourself in the future. So stay consistent. So this sums it up for some of the best practices to observe while writing your Python code. Now, if you have any concerns on any of these best practices, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Okay, so if you are new to this channel and found this video helpful, then click on the subscribe button and the bell notification icon below so that you'll be notified when new videos are uploaded. Bye for now and I'll see you in the next lesson.